G'day folks, this is Sim. Welcome back to Minecraft Done from Down Under. I thought that we would start off today with a quick trip down because I have been doing a few bits and pieces, and one of the things that I was doing was getting prepared to build my branch mine, and here are first diamonds, and I thought I'd take the time to share them with you. So here we go, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to leave the rest of those there, and the reason why we're doing that we'll get to fairly soon. But for now, there we go. We'll talk more about the branch mine later. What we're going to do today is, we mentioned in a previous episode that the next thing on the agenda was to go and do some enchanting. Now we've got the diamonds, we've got the sugarcane, we still need some, sorry, slight interruption, we still need to get some obsidian and some leather, and I thought that, now this is where we're going to grab the obsidian from. I decided that with the donkeys over here it would be a really good idea to remove the lava source that was down here, because we really don't want to lose these guys to an accident, and they do tend to be a little silly at times. Now what we're going to do is we're going to head over and we're going to do two things. We're going to raid the village that we saw at the very beginning of the series, and we're going to grab the bookshelves that we can find there. While we're there, we're going to take the opportunity to do something to protect the village, make it a little bit safer. Here we are. We put some basic protections up when we first started, but what I really want to do is get this area fenced off and lit up. Okay. These guys looks like they're having a barbecue. All we really need to do now is put a stove down for them and find some sausages. But it's good to see that they're all still doing fine. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put up a fence, and we're going to see about getting the place lit up, and we will also look in the future at expanding this village out and making it a little bit bigger. But right now we've got this fence line down here, or this roadway down here, which we'll use as the border for our fence line. I've managed to farm up some trees since the last episode. It was pretty boring stuff, so I didn't think that you'd want to see it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get a fence line down, and then we're going to see about lighting things up. Now I'm sure that you guys probably aren't going to want me to watch me run around placing fence posts, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out here and I'll come back once we've got the fence line fully placed. Okay, so I'll see you soon. And we are back. Well, we got the fence down. I ended up having to put up a temporary forest or tree farm here just to get some extra wood, because I forgot exactly how much wood fence posts actually take, but we now have a full perimeter. We did have an incident while I was building the fence, because we've got so many spawns going on. We had some zombies spawn right in the worst possible place, and I'll show what happened in just a moment. But what we've done is we've got the perimeter surrounded now, and we've got torches down in as much of the space as we possibly can. Now I haven't been particularly really finicky to make sure that I've got no spawning spaces. I could do that, but we're not going to be spending a lot of time here, so what we really wanted to do was just get enough light down for the time being to fully light up the area, so we've got a minimum number of blocks that have only got light level 7. So what happened was, while I was working on the perimeter, we managed to actually get a zombie spawn in this area here. And of course he then proceeded to convert every single zombie, every single villager that was out here into zombies. So I came back and we basically had a pack of zombies out here and about 4 or 5 very, very scared villagers inside. So I decided that what I would do is very quickly get down some village breeders. Now these are the most basic kind of breeders, but they do the job. You just need a few doors. 6 or 8 is a good start. You've got to have a roof over them. I've found that having a little bit of an overhang seems to work better. There is some fairly detailed information on spawning villages in the wiki, but even there's still some dispute and arguments over what does and doesn't work. And what I will be doing later, we'll be coming back to this village. It's one of the projects that I've got planned. We'll be building an actual villager breeder, probably down the far end, and then we're going to look at really expanding the size of the village and the villages that are here, and hopefully isolating some really good quality villages. We'll talk more about quality villages and perfect villages and things like that, but that's a lot further down the track. Now, by getting these breeders down, as you can see, they're moving pretty hard to increase the population. I did have to remove a few doors initially up this end to get them to spread out a little bit, but villagers do have a bug where they tend to congregate towards the northwest corner of the village, which is why there were so many in this house when we first got here. And what I've done is I've put a single block above the stairs, which means that it's too high for the small baby zombies to actually jump in, but when they do breed inside the house, the little baby villagers actually can jump out. Once they get out, they can no longer get in either, which is why that they've spread out now, and we've got a few gathered around. The problem with villagers is that it doesn't matter how much light you've got down, you have zombie waves that can spawn randomly, and when the zombie waves spawn in the village, they will spawn anywhere regardless of the light level. They will spawn inside the houses. There's not a great deal you can stop them. So the biggest priority with a village, other than getting it lit up and fenced off so that you've reduced the number of zombies spawning, and it looks like, oh no, it's just a cactus down there. I did remove most of the cactuses from here as well, because the villagers have a lovely habit of killing themselves on them. But as I was saying, regardless of fencing it off and lighting it up, you are going to have events occur when zombies will actually spawn inside, and the only real way to deal with them is to have some golems. And how on earth did you manage to get up on there? If you step outside, I am going to be very annoyed with you. Anyway, so we've now got enough villagers bred up that we've had at least one golem spawn. Hopefully I've got enough doors down to keep that going for a while. Let's just duck outside and give this guy a nudge. I wasn't expecting him to get out this soon. And we will be putting a proper wall too high around this later, both for looks and just to help keep the oh, cheeky little beggar. Thanks, mate. Oh, managed to get knocked back inside. Alright, let's get back over here. I've had to deal with a lot of mobs while I was doing this, so my arrow supply has been quite seriously depleted, and we'll do some more about fixing that up when we get back to the grinder. But we've done what we set out to do here, and I'm sorry that I didn't show you a large amount of it, but seriously, running around placing fence posts is not particularly exciting. and you can see very easily just by looking at these door setups here that there's not a lot that you need to worry about getting some villagers to breed. So what we're going to do now, I've ducked in and I've taken out all the bookshelves. I'll probably come back at a later date and put them back once we've got a decent supply, but for now we've got 21 books, which is enough to make 7 bookshelves, and I've already managed to capture a few cows over near the base or the starting cave that will help us to get the leather that we need to finish the job. I've managed to pick up a bit of sand and a few other bits and pieces while I've been roaming around here. I'll definitely grab the carrot because we don't actually have carrots and we're going to want them for later. We'll also grab this cactus and we'll throw it down before we leave so that we've got the makings of a very basic cactus farm. Other than that, we're just going to grab the useful bits and pieces, some extra saplings that we didn't have before. We'll grab that obsidian to save us a little bit of time. We'll grab the eggs because I don't have chickens. The rest of the stuff that's here though can stay behind. We'll grab a little bit of sand so that we are in a position to be able to make some glass, and we're going to head back home. So once we get far enough away from this place, we're not going to have problems with spawns anyway because the whole area will shut down once the chunks unload. But now if we're moving around and we are getting close to this village and we do have a situation where zombies can spawn, hopefully we'll have enough villagers to be able to deal with it, and more importantly enough golems. And here they come now. Are they focused on me? Yes, they are. Now, one tip that's worth remembering when fighting is that when you're down low, your head height... Oops. Well, he must have taken some damage on the cactus. He went down with one hit with a normal iron sword. When you're down below level... Oh, we want that gunpowder. Let's get this last cactus down. For the third time, when you're down below the level of the mob that you're fighting, it actually gives you a slightly bigger reach. So if you do find yourself in a situation where you've got a pack of mobs coming at you, get down one below and you should be able to keep them away long enough to take them all out. But what we will do now is we'll say goodbye to the village and we'll head back to the cave, and I'll just get out into the open, and then what I'll do is I'll cut out while I make the run back, and we'll meet everybody back over there shortly. And we're home. I'm just going to unload a few of the extra bits and pieces that I've got in my inventory, and then what we'll do is we'll head over to the temporary cow farm that I've built first, and we'll see if we can get enough leather to make a full set of bookshelves for a proper enchanting table setup. Let's just get this extra stuff out of here first, and if that's the case, then we will see about getting our very first enchant down. And that is the reason why I only took the 3 diamonds to start off with, because I want to see if we have some luck with that first enchant. As you can see from the mobs that I was fighting while I was working on the village, I've managed to pick up even more levels now, and it's not doing us any good having them sitting in there. The higher the levels get, the higher the chances of me dying, to be perfectly honest. It's generally the way it goes. But over here where the cows were, I took the opportunity and threw down some more fences and managed to round them up. Now I will have to separate these sheep out as soon as we can, because they're becoming a little bit annoying. But what we will do is we will breed up these cows, get some babies. And come on, you. And you. And you down here. And you guys over here. There we go. What we got left? I think we've got them all. No. No. Okay, that's good. So, now, unfortunately, it's time to become part of the circle of life, and I need your leather, so it's time for you guys to pass things on to the next generation. Stop running around. How are we doing? Not as good as we would have liked. This will be much nicer when we get a good looting sword, and we'll certainly be working on that. Really? You would think that being chased around with a sword is something to make them a little nervous. Don't see why. There we go, that's 10. And we've already got 7, so that should be enough. We'll grab a couple extras just to be sure, because we have got plenty of babies here now. Watch it, you. Watch it. And half a stack of steak will certainly improve situations. Oh, hello. Oh. Hang on, can I get out? Yeah. Why don't you go jump in there where you're safe and you aren't going to wander. Come on. Up you go. Get. Thank you. I already have a paddock prepared for the horses. It's over the other side, but animals in Minecraft do tend to wander, and the longer we're around here, the further they'll wander away, so throwing one or two into the cattle paddock is probably not going to be a bad idea. And how are we doing? Plenty of potatoes, wheat's coming along. Let's jump in here and do some of the fun stuff. So first things first, how are we doing for wood? We've got some in here. Really need to make up a new chest. I'm starting to run out of space. So let's grab that one now, and for the time being we'll just toss it up there, and we'll start throwing all of the organic stuff into that chest, just to give us a little bit more space to play with. What else have we got? Apples, sugar cane, we're going to need that, and saplings, and more food. Actually, we've got quite a bit of organic stuff here, and the leather that we've already got. Where'd the rest of it go? I threw it in here, didn't I? Yep. Okay, and we're full. Alright, so let's throw the good food down here, and the steak, and we're keeping those for the time being. Not likely to be needing that. Throw that one up there. Bones and seeds and seeds and seeds. Okay. Now there was 3 obsidian in the chest in the village. It would have been nice if there'd been 1 more, but consider it lucky that we've gotten this far. Let's grab these diamonds. Let's some extra sticks. And there we go, we have our first diamond pick. So, before it gets too dark, let's make a sprint. We're going to have to grab one of those donkeys very soon so that we're not running around so much. I will be using a horse quite a bit, but I do want to get them together and take the time to work out which one is going to be the best when it comes to both speed and jumping, and then we'll go from there. But it's good that we've got these donkeys here. So let's just duck down here. Now there was lava under here, and there may still be, so we're going to put this down, and I'm only going to grab the one obsidian for now, because it's going to take a while with a normal diamond pick. There we go, that was nice and clean. Alright. So let's head home quickly. There's my temporary tree farm over there. Definitely going to be doing something with that as well. I've got a bunch of projects in mind, and we might even talk about some of the bigger ones before we head off tonight. For now though, we have wood. We need a little bit more sugar cane, so we best grab that. This hasn't properly grown since the last time, but there'll be more than enough here for what we need. Any leftovers? Not that I can see, and it's just about to get dark, so time to head back inside. It'll be nice to have some proper diamond armor and a decent weapon so that we can cut through the mobs a little bit more seriously in the night time. But for now, 3 stacks of sugarcane, and whoops, hang on a second, we better grab the leather. This isn't anywhere near enough. I haven't been thinking, have I? Because that leather is going to give us 37 books, and we need 45. 45 divided by 15 will give us 3, which is basically 3 books per bookshelf. So I'm actually a little bit short here. So it looks like we're going to go adventuring anyway. We'll quickly toss this excess up in here. And we're going to have to grab a little bit more wood too, but we need 8 more leather. And I really want to do this before this episode ends, so we will brave the night. There's company already, it's only going to get worse. Wait, you. And another one. How's my armor holding up? Okay. Could be better. What have we got? We've got creepers, endermen, zombies, you name it. You stay up there, thank you. Oi! Don't let him get too close. Oh, really? Seriously? Oh, too close. What a mess. That's one thing that I don't miss about playing on the Punchwood server. The creeper griefing is turned off, so you're not constantly repairing creeper holes. Although we are going to be picking up quite a bit of dirt as we play, so we should be able to get these fixed up fairly quickly, but for now let's stop mucking around. Oh, missed the jump. There we go. So we want 8 more leather. There's, oh, you, not, that was not a cow. Okay, where is he? Seriously, dude. No, not you, the skelly. And you too. No, man. Look at them. They're everywhere. Alright. Let's finish this. Come on, give us the leather. That's 5. 7. 1 more. Come on. Nope. That was a fail. Let's see if this one gives us some leather. Here we go. Alright. Now let's hope I've got my maths right this time. We've got another one. Hang on. We've got 1 inside, 2 inside, and you want to go inside too. Probably will manage to make it in there. Whoa, creeper, that's gonna hurt. The fence survived? Yep, okay. It really is time to get out of here. Oh, goodness gracious me. And I'm not eating, so I'm not healing. We'll fix that hole up later. We're going to end up having a creeper blow up and kill one of the horses, which we don't really want to happen. We need to get them over somewhere safe. They're everywhere. I told you the higher my levels got, the closer I'd get to dying. Here we go. Now we're looking a little bit worse for wear. Okay, so we've got the remaining paper. We've got, oops, you can go in there, you can go in there, you can go in there, and you can go to there. That's almost a full stack of steak. And okay, 45 books will give us 15. Well, it would if we had enough wood. Let's see what else I've got stashed. There's 9. Don't really want to use the acacia right now. I don't think there's any stashed away in here. Nope. May as well throw these up here while we're at it. And do a quick bow repair. So, we need wood. We've got visitors. Come on, what's out there? Really? Where's the moon? Come on, where's the moon? Where's the moon? Can't see it up there, which means we're probably getting close to morning. I really need to be eating some steak. Let's get that steak we've got cooking now. I mentioned saturation before, and it really does make a difference when you're fighting, because nowadays you lose food whenever you're healing. So every piece of damage you take causes your hunger bar to go down faster. Yep, the sun is coming up. Mobs everywhere. So yeah, so your hunger bar goes down faster, and as I said, it takes from the saturation before it takes from your main hunger. So the higher you can get your saturation, the longer you go before you stop healing. And it's very, very easy with the fights these days to die simply because you just stop regenerating health. It's one of the reasons why, as much as I like ultra hardcore mode, it's not something that I think is really suited for a regular Let's Play. It's more suited for a Let's Play where you're actually focusing on that. But when you want to do any sort of really serious building, having to constantly, every single second, worry about healing, regeneration and mobs just becomes a little annoying. Well, it does for me anyway. You guys might feel differently, and if you do, that's cool. It's going to hurt. Dear me, bad timing. Well, didn't take any damage. What? Took more damage from these guys than I did from the creeper. Look at this mess. We're going to have to get that branch mine going just so that we can get enough extra dirt to fill in all the creeper holes I'm making. Anyways, let's grab that wood. Let's get this done, and then we can move on to what we're going to do next episode. And we've managed to get a big tree. Now that's a bother, because normally we'd just cut through here, work our way through very, very quickly, and we'll have enough wood in no time. But now that we've got one of the big trees, oh, none of those have grown. We're going to have to muck around getting the top branches. And one of the things that I will be doing when I make a proper tree farm is showing you guys how to make a tree farm where the trees all grow to the height that you want them to, so that you can harvest them easily and quickly without too much mucking around. Although I've got to be honest, after seeing one of Etho's most recent videos, the dark oak trees look like they're going to be absolutely awesome when it comes to farming. They don't grow too high, they're thick and they're dense, so you get a lot of wood out of them. They're going to be very, very interesting, and we'll see what we can do. But we've got two caps up there that we're going to have to deal with later. But right now, is all of this effort going to be worthwhile? Alrighty, so we have our wood. Half should be enough. And our books. Okay, so we have our bookshelves. Let's just grab them all together. Now, everything that we're doing here is temporary. This is just purely a good place to get situated. We'll be moving most of what we put down here over into the station once it's built, and then we'll probably be doing that all again when I start working on my serious base. The station, oops, oh, that was lovely, wasn't it? And I don't have silk touch yet. Okay, so we'll do this one again. 3, 3, 3, And how are we going to do this? We've got 3 going that way, we've got 3 going that way. We'll pop those there. And where are we going to put the last one? Either way it's going to stick out. I probably should have gone a little bit deeper. That'll teach me to be in a hurry. Alright, so what do we need? We need one more book, because we need it for the enchanting table. Well, looks like there's been a few derps in this episode. I think what we will do is we will call it here. I will head off and get the last piece of leather, come back, we'll go grab a couple more diamonds for the enchanting table. We will then enchant this diamond pick and see whether all of this weight's been worthwhile. There are a few things that I'm planning to do, so I'm going to throw a question out there for those of you who are actually watching along with me playing this. The decision I've got now is, do I start work on the branch mine? Not necessarily spend the episode branch mining, but just getting the layout and the initial setup done, or do we go exploring and looking for a swamp? Now the reason that I want to go looking for a swamp is I want to get some slimes. I don't know whether there is any slime chunks down below where I'm going to be mining. There could be, but we'll have a lot more chance if we find a swamp of getting some slimes. The slimes plus the string we've got will give us some rope, and that will allow us to get the horses together, and we can then have a look at finding ourselves a couple of really good horses for getting around, as well as getting the donkeys together as well. And the third option I've got is to actually start work on the station house itself. I've cleared a fair amount of area for it. I still need to do a little bit of clearing, and I'll certainly have to harvest a lot of wood if we're going to start on that build. And we're probably going to need some tools, so I'll have to do some mining off camera anyway, just to increase my supplies. But what would you like to see next? Would you like me to go exploring for a swamp? Would you like me to start building the station? Or would you like to see me get started on the branch mine? Now I'll be honest, normally in this situation the first thing that I would do would be to get the branch mine going. I'll do some caving, but a branch mine is the quickest way to get a decent supply of diamonds, and decent supply of diamonds means better tools, which means that we can get stuff done faster. But anyway, I'll leave it up to you guys. Let me know what you think. I hope you've had a good time watching again this time around. I hope you liked what you saw, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again in the next episode. Until we meet again, ciao for now, and look after yourselves. Bye.